Good morning and welcome. Today, our hands, our hearts, and our hopes extend to these soon-to-be graduates. We celebrate their experiences on this hill, encouraging them to do good, to make a difference in the world, to build communities where love and support carry the day. To guide them, we emboss their diplomas with a school seal and motto, Quante est sapere, how valuable is wisdom? A motto suggesting that wisdom only begins in experience. How we grow into wisdom by making a conscious choice to reflect, to think deeply about the events in our lives, to wonder how others might experience these same events, and to talk with others about what we discover. Graduates, we hope you continue to think deeply about your moments on this campus and talk with others about the learning, about the successes and the failures, and about the relationships you've built here. And we pray that out of this deep reflection, a guiding wisdom flourishes within you.
Good morning. My first favor I'm going to ask of the day is for Mr. Waring and Mr. Suarez to sit with our students over here and take 2 chairs and help 2 of our graduates over here so they don't have to sit on the grass. Welcome family, friends, and loved ones. Welcome faculty and staff and students, and especially the alumni that have returned to campus to celebrate their friends. As we commemorate the class of 2023 today, I would like to thank the members of the Tilton School Advancement team who have made today possible. Most notably, Pam DeVoe, our Director of Special Events and Parent Relations. Pam, today you have created a sacred memory for everyone. Thank you. As we all know very well, it takes an incredible team to make great things happen here at Tilton. Thank you to our maintenance staff, the team at Sage Dining, and all of the faculty and staff who supported our graduates today. Today we have special guests joining us at the podium who are members of our Board of Trustees. John Morton, class of 1964. Bob Graham, class of 1973. Bernice Braden, former parent, class of 2019. Mark Rudd, class of 1969. And John Shaughnessy, current parent, uncle, brother, and friend to all of the extended Tilton family. Trustees are the guardians of our mission. They are the innovators of our vision and the stewards of our core values that support the faculty, staff, students, and alumni of Tilton. Please join me in formally recognizing them for their service and for all that they do to lead and support the Tilton school community. At the start of our program, Ms. Landrosh reminded us about the value of wisdom from what was created nearly 180 years ago when our school was founded. This year, we celebrate the 100th anniversary of being named Tilton School, having originally been named New Hampshire Conference Seminary back in 1845. During our Tilton tradition of 100 Days Dinner, I shared with our seniors and PGs excerpts from the students of the class of 1923, where students were fashionable with their short bob hairstyles and their Paul Paret tunics. We were fierce and ahead of our time even back then. We were a co-educational school and exceptionally fun. In the yearbook of 1923, you can see the inside jokes about one another and the shared stories about the battlefield of athletic competitions and rivalries. The faculty of that time and of today share a deep fortitude for helping students develop a strong work ethic and drive for their future goals. To this day, we have exchanged sewing classes with entrepreneurship and Latin for multiple world languages and our old-fashioned pencils for MacBook Airs. Some lessons will endure over 100 years later. The value of being true to oneself and to others, the value of working hard with integrity, and the joy of having fun with one another. The class of 1923 set forth its independence with a new name, new mission, and pioneering the first ever winter carnival, as well as many other feats. As members of the class of 2023, you have been a part of many historical moments for us as a community, with capital improvements of the most monumental scale in the school's history, including expansions and extraordinary renovation projects, both in the mansion and our Knowles Hall, record-breaking support with some that have come forth to strengthen our support of our faculty, scholarships, for families and program development. 1923 was a turning point for Tilton School, and so is 2023. Members of the class of 2023, you have contemplated and created in the classroom. You have competed on the field and represented your school proudly on so many fronts. You have left your mark with legacy projects and shaped new perspectives of how we should develop higher standards for what it means to be a Tilton graduate. Most importantly, you have forged relationships that will last a lifetime. In 1923, we only had 45 seniors from 6 states and a single student from Cuba. Today, we honor 75 graduates, including 65 seniors and 10 PGs, who hail from as far as Florida and California, Vermont and Pennsylvania, and our good old home state of New Hampshire. Most incredibly, we have 16 students from 7 different countries. At this time, I would like our international student graduates and their families to stand to be recognized as I name your country. Our families from China, Finland, Canada, Switzerland, Croatia, the Dominican Republic, and Japan. Thank you for entrusting us with your children from so many miles away. At the core of this class, we have 27 students that have been here since 9th grade. You have endured the rise and the fall of a global pandemic, the complexity of our global hardships, and the return to what we see as Tilton today. Can our 4-year seniors please stand to be recognized? Class of 2023, the arms from our clock tower atop Knowles will soon point to the summit of the day. And on this day, a new core memory of your time here on the Hill. You are the courageous ones, alongside the faculty who guide you, coach you, and love you every single day. Under the clock tower, one can hear the chapel bells echoing as we walk together today. The pathways on our campus we call home and share the footsteps and memories of alumni and families generations before us. You will forever be a part of us, and we will forever be a part of you. To the educators, artists, coaches, mentors, and staff that make this community strong, our lives meaningful, and our hearts filled deep with empathy and understanding that our relationships are at the center of one's growth and lead graduates to shape a life of purpose. Thank you for your service. Our clock tower reminds us to live each moment in the present, and as the chapel chimes the echo, they mark moments now embedded in the past, rippled with new beginnings for the future to come. At Tilton, we believe within each of us there is great potential to lead, to love, and to support the person next to you. Class of 2023, you have worked hard to get to this day, and you should be celebrated for all that you have accomplished. May this Tilton be forever within your memories, a chapter of your personal history. You are now a graduate, remaining from this day forward, forever Tilton true. I can't believe the bells just rang, if you heard that. I practiced that. So next up, I would like us to give a warm Tilton welcome to our next speaker, who has been a friend and leader for Tilton for over 20 years. John first became a member of our extended family when his brother PJ attended Tilton. His brother graduated in May of 2002 and died that following November in the same year. John was voted in as a trustee in October of 2014. In the spring of 2018, he was appointed secretary and has served on the executive, audit, student life, and athletics committees since joining on the board. John is a force of nature and supported many students, faculty, and staff through his extraordinary generosity and connection to Tilton. It would be nearly impossible to find another human more deeply passionate about everything Tilton than John. His blood runs truly black and gold. It is because of leaders like John that this school is so strong, and his sincere commitment to forging the future of Tilton. He is one of the most charismatic and relentlessly competitive people I have ever met and had the pleasure of working with. Please give our new board chair, John Shaughnessy, a warm Tilton welcome.
I have to do that. That's way too kind. How are we doing, everybody? We're going to get through this? Yeah? All right. Good. Thank you, Kate. I don't know what to say. That was way too kind and way too generous. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to try to get through this, and maybe I'll just begin. So, ladies and gentlemen, moms and dads, grandparents and extended family, faculty and staff members, and most importantly, the incredible class of 2023, today we gather to celebrate a milestone in your lives. Graduates, before I begin, let's take a moment to recognize the incredible sacrifices your families have made to make this day possible. As Kate mentioned, my name is John Shaughnessy, and I'm proud to represent my friends and colleagues as chair of the Board of Trustees at Tilton School. This is my favorite day on campus. I do like some of the championship games and some of the other athletic events and a few other different things going on, but today, this is the day that I actually look forward to every single year. So, happy to be here. It's also a day to reflect upon the past, embrace the present, and look forward to the boundless possibilities that lie ahead. I want to start by thanking my fellow trustees, the faculty, the staff, and Ms. Saunders for their incredible leadership this year as we navigated the first full year since COVID, massive new investment in our physical plant, enhanced professional development for faculty, and a host of maternity and paternity leaves during the year. It's truly been a busy campus. To the class of 2023, as you bid farewell to high school and step into the great unknown of the future, I want to take a moment to reflect on the most important values that have the power to transform lives: character and kindness. Winston Churchill once said, "We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give." Throughout your high school journey, you've encountered countless opportunities to shape your character, to exhibit kindness, and to uplift those around you. As the CEO of a healthcare company serving the most vulnerable and at-risk citizens of our country, I witness daily the power of compassion and empathy and the impact it has on extending people's lives. Today, I ask you to reflect on these virtues and carry them with you as you embark on the next chapter of your life. Character is not built overnight. It is a culmination of our choices, actions, and integrity. It is the essence of who we are when no one is watching. It is a testament to our moral compass, our resilience in the face of adversity, and our unwavering commitment to do what is right. In a world that often challenges our values, remember to hold on to your integrity and let it guide your decisions. Be the person of strong character that others can look up to and draw inspiration from. Mark Twain. Kindness is a language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Kindness is a force that knows no boundaries, a language that transcends barriers, and a gift that keeps on giving. It costs us nothing, yet its impact can be immeasurable. In a world that often seems cold and indifferent, it is kindness that has the power to light up someone's day, to mend broken hearts, and to inspire greatness on the field, in the classroom, or in the boardroom. High school can be a challenging time, filled with moments of self-doubt, uncertainty, and comparison. Each of you have felt this during your time on the Hill. At Tilton, we believe the people make the place. There is no better way to live that value than to make a positive difference in the lives of others. It starts with a simple act, a smile, a kind word, or a helping hand. Sometimes it's the smallest gesture that can mean the world to someone who is struggling. Think back to those moments when someone's kind words or actions made a difference in your life. It may have been a teacher or a coach who believed in you, a friend who stood by your side, or someone who showed you an unexpected interest in your well-being. Those moments shaped you, gave you hope, and made you feel valued. Now it's your turn to be that guiding light for others. The Dalai Lama. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others. And if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. Being kind not only helps others, but can also lift you up in the process. By lifting others, we discover the best versions of ourselves. It's in the act of making someone else feel good about themselves that we truly find our own strength, purpose, and joy. So I want to challenge us all to be kind. Not just when it's convenient, but when it's difficult. It takes courage to remind others to be kind, and that can be hard, but character and kindness matter, and it's worth speaking up for. Ralph Waldo Emerson, an American philosopher and poet, some of you might know. The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. How will you be remembered? What will be your legacy at Tilton and in the future? Leaving a legacy is not about fame or material possessions. It's about the impact we have on the lives of others. It's about the memories you create, the moments you share, and the connections you foster. Your legacy is not defined solely by your achievements on the field, on the court, or on the ice, but by the positive influence you have on the people around you. As you embark on different paths and pursue diverse dreams, let your character, kindness, and ability to make a difference shape the legacy you leave behind. So, to the class of 2023, as you bid farewell to the halls that have shaped you, remember that the true measure of our success lies not in what we have achieved, but in how we have positively impacted others. Take the values instilled within you during your time at Tilton and carry them forward as you navigate the uncharted waters of the future. Be the individuals who make this world a better place through acts of kindness, through unwavering character, and through the ability to empower and inspire others. Congratulations, graduates. Go forth in kindness in your hearts, and may your lives be filled with joy, purpose, and the knowledge that you have the power to change the world. Thank you.
I'd like to welcome our first student speaker, Kai Soar, to the podium. Kai is a four-year senior from California. This past year, Kai has led our community by serving as president of the Student Assembly. Kai is also a McMorran Scholar, admissions ambassador, and a member of the National Honor Society. He has been a recipient of the Holton Prize, the Student Assembly Prize, the Eric Jacobson Prize, and has become quite a leader and a hallmark of what it means to be a Tilton student. Kai's relentless positive attitude when it comes to everything Tilton is truly inspirational. So let's give Kai a warm welcome to the podium.
A lot of faces here. So, I'd like to welcome, I read the wrong one. All right. That's a great start. All right. So this is it. This is over for the class of 2023, but the start of a new chapter for everyone here. So sad, but so exciting as everyone gets ready to start something new. I don't know how I feel about this. The idea that I won't be having Dan waking me up on game day blasting some Taylor Swift song. Or trying to get the perfect dab up with Sly or Joey. The meals with the boys after a practice or a game, and the friendly chirps. To the hockey team, thank you for being such a memorable team. Just a bunch of light shows. Dryzo, thank you for being someone who I could count on for everything. Go be an amazing captain and lead the team to something special. You have an amazing future, and be the person next year. You have it in you, and I'll always be here for you. Be present. There's so much There's so much I can go on and on about the impact this place has had on me, but I'm going to save everyone's time here and simplify it to my best. I spent hours thinking about how I wanted to compose this. I figured it out. I'm going to treat this like an elevator. You might be thinking, oh no, not this Mr. Landrosh analogy. It's better, don't worry.
We'll see about that.
So again, let's begin. You go in the elevator, and awkward stares happens as everyone moves in and lets you in. You say, I'll go up to 423, because like me, you've been here for 4 years and are graduating in 2023. You're smart. As you go up the cable, you see people of all kinds from all over the world. You see these adults who are more than just a teacher, but a mentor. You see that kid and you're like, there's no way I gotta deal with them. And then you become best friends with them. And then there are the ones where you think you can just get off already. But nope, they become family. By the way, this elevator takes its time getting up, but it's sneaky fast. Some people don't go up all the way and may have to leave earlier. You are the rookie though. You have no idea how to handle this elevator. And these people give you advice and you look up to them as a big brother or something. Mine was Jamie Cates. Sadly for me, him and his class got to their floor. They left and you're shocked. You think, how can I do this without your help? And then you realize you aren't the full rookie, but you're not that guy yet. You move on and you get closer to the people. Again, the same cycle, but you have to use a computer and wear a mask. Still, you make the best out of it, and again, you sit there in disbelief that these kids and adults that you just got close with are getting off the elevator right when you met. Now we're on the 3rd floor. These people, you know, and they're getting off soon, and you don't want to admit it. Maybe they're your closest friends you've ever had, but you keep talking and you learn, but these people keep, growing. And then these younger people ask for advice and you freak out. Why do they ask me? I just got here, right? You're wrong. You're moving up and you don't even realize it. Boom, the time comes and those loved ones leave and you're sitting there crying and they say, go have a time. You're the senior now, but you question it. How am I the senior? Again, great. I got these new kids looking up to me asking the same questions like, Kai, how do I connect to the Wi-Fi? Do you know how to work the washer? How do I use rapid shot? Then you remember, I did that. And then you realize how much you learned. You learned that you don't need to bring a key everywhere you go or need to carry all your books to class. Bring a laptop and a notebook and you'll be good. Pencil if you want to stand out. Always bring a calculator though. You're always going to need that somehow. You're doing it though. You're learning and growing as a person mentally and physically. Some more than others, and I may be using a stub stool right now. I'm joking. Now the class of 2023 is just sitting down and enjoying the final ride. You see the new kids just panicking because they didn't do the summer reading. So funny. But you remember you were that person freaking out. And you just laugh. Or you think about the time when you and your dad were trying to figure out which light bulb would work best in your closet. Maybe I used it 3 times that year. But you learn. You learn and you grow. Now you get the warning from your college counselor saying, hey, you're leaving soon, and you just brush it off. Then you get the text saying, how do you feel you're going to graduate? And you think, yeah, right, I just got here. Again, you're wrong. You're getting off now. You realize, whoa, this is happening. You're holding the tears back and the cotton throat kicks in. You make your final goodbyes and you get ready to move on. Now I ask you to do a little reflection. How have you grown here? What did you learn? What makes you grateful in life? Now I summarize my analogy. Life is an elevator. People will come and go, but you must learn to keep going up. Not everyone has the same route, so don't compare. Never forget to stay present, embrace the future, and always look for an opportunity to grow. Now, remember the relationships you have made here, and remember why you wanted this opportunity. Because in the words of Winnie the Pooh, we didn't realize we were making memories. We just knew we were having fun. Remember those nights where you pushed yourself, you asked yourself, what am I doing? But look, it all turned out amazing. So as I approach the top floor, I want to say you've all done amazing. Never give up on your dream. People may try to discourage you, and you have to keep going. Be your #1 fan. You need to see it in your mind and work your tail off. It never fails if you work hard. Thank your family, friends, and teachers who have helped you become the person you are today. For me, there are a lot of thank yous, so please bear on. First off, thank you, Ima and Abba, for being in my corner. You are my superheroes. I know it wasn't easy, but you guys made it look easy. Ima, thank you for always being my #1 fan and making sure I was on the right path. You made me realize that no matter what, you'll always be here for me. Abba, I love you. Thank you for pushing me and helping me with this opportunity. You made me want to be the best I could be. Thank you for the checkups and saying, get the most out of Tilton. It's not forever. I get what you mean. I won't be here tomorrow. Good thing I didn't switch up to bowling though. Noah, you really helped me find myself and believe I could achieve great things. I can't wait to see what you accomplish in life. I love you. Thank you to my California crowd. My biggest supporters are 3,000 miles away. Thank you for always checking in on me. Isaiah, Brooke, Luke, DB, Ian. I know you're watching this, and I can't thank you enough for always keeping me updated with your success. Hearing that makes me realize how special my circle is, and I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Rufa, thank you for always supporting me and always making sure to always have my chin up. Let's get ready for Pembroke. Nick, I'll miss the late night talks where we would just laugh and say how special it is to be here, and then realize we had to do land rush homework. Mr. Nod and Mr. Lacasse, thank you for being my advisor and answering questions that I probably asked the week before. Mr. Nod, thank you for the chocolate and quick talks during class blocks. Mr. Lacasse, Coach Lacasse, and Tiger Woods Lacasse, thank you for teaching me how fun but frustrating golf can be and always being there for me on and off the rink. Thank you, Coach McQuaid, for bringing me in and always pushing me to be the best person I could be in and out of the hockey rink. You taught me how important balance is. Thank you. Mr. Shaughnessy, thank you for being there and always wanting to help in any way you can for our community. You are an amazing leader. Thank you, Ms. W, for being such an amazing teacher and always being truthful. Sometimes a little too truthful. Okay. Where am I? Spike, go have fun and enjoy life. You are just getting started, and I can't wait to build a snow castle with you. Mr. Tump, I know you're in the crowd, and I want to thank you for having such an impact on me and the rest of the EK boys. You taught us more than what school could offer, and I will hold you on the trip to Canada. One more barbecue doesn't sound too bad. Thank you, Miss Yearling, for teaching me how to handle everything, to realize that not being okay is okay. Sounds crazy, but it's true. Mr. Ruggles, thank you for getting me out of the locked bathroom my freshman year. Wasn't that a good way to disturb class? In all seriousness, no, thank you for being such an impactful person to me. You pushed me and made me realize how much I love ice cream sandwiches. And Ella, Abby, Hyler, Katie, and Logan, I love you guys. You guys made me feel like a Ruggle. You will always be in my heart. Love you guys. Thank you to Miss Saunders for checking in on me and always being my mom away from home. Being Jewish, I have to say this. Thank you for being the best Tilton Ema. Ema means mom. Thank you for teaching me how to be a leader and how to handle all the responsibilities that always come, and always willing to compromise with an idea that I usually had last minute. You made it easy to talk to and help me when I needed you. Miss Smith and Miss Corvo, I can't even imagine myself without the support you gave me. You guys make this campus amazing. Coach Waring, thank you for all the workouts you've done and being someone who I can look up for. And always being someone who I can always talk to. I'm almost done. So I've been here for 4 years, so please hold on. Zoe, thank you for being such a great person for our community. The constant jokes you made and acting like a hockey player was always hilarious. We will miss you. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Brandt and the whole family. You guys made me feel like family, and I'll always consider myself one. Dan, let's get some lemon cake and watch Family Guy. How does that sound? Mr. Scanlon and Mrs. Scanlon, thank you for always hosting us at your house and teaching me how fun ice fishing can be. Liam and Mason, you guys I consider my brothers. I can't wait to see what you guys do. You guys made it where the cold weather wouldn't feel bad because we were laughing too much. Mr. and Mrs. D'Amatos, you guys were amazing. You took me in right away. I will always be at the house in the summer, and I can't wait to retell the quarter story. For the memories, right, Jose? 2 more thank yous. Jack Balser, you were amazing to work with, and I can't thank you enough for being there and helping the community come together. Lastly, Ben Boucher, go be an amazing president. Your ideas are amazing, and I'm almost jealous I won't see it happen. If you need anything for you, you know I'm always here. I'm cheering for you. I can go on and on about how thankful I am and how I can thank everyone here, but I'll save everyone's time again. But the Celebrate Ride was something special, and I'm so thankful for this and all the relationships I made here. Class of 23, I ask that we all stay in contact. And most importantly, don't be afraid to make a change. Change is scary, but that's normal. When you feel that, that's when you know you're growing as a person. Embrace it. You all have such bright futures. Let's go out there and make an impact. Thank you, Tilton School.
The expanded version of Kai's thank you list is available via QR code at lunch. Next up, it is my pleasure to welcome the student-elected speaker of the class of 2023, Jack Balser, to the podium. Jack is a 3-year student from Wayne, Pennsylvania. During Jack's time at Tilton, he was part of the varsity soccer team, the varsity baseball team, as well as a McMorran Scholar. Member of the National Honor Society, Vice President of the Student Assembly, the Head Admissions Ambassador, a recipient of the Harvard Book Prize Award, the Chester LaRoche Award, and the Class of 1965 Prize. You can tell Jack has kept himself very busy here at Tilton School. We will greatly miss him next year. Please welcome Jack Balser.
Good morning, everyone. Before I begin, I would like to thank the Class of 2023 for electing me to speak today. Class of 2023, we made it. I know I wasn't here from the start, but you've let me in with open arms since day one. You met me on the whiteboard of Miss Popoff's screen, and now I'm here. Mr. Ruggles, thank you for being my advisor, soccer coach, and baseball coach. There isn't one person I would have rather been coached by for 5 seasons, and I will forever think about the lessons you've taught me here. Miss Donahue, thank you for being a great advisor and a person I know I can always go to. Whether it's helping me out with my college essay or chatting about sports in between classes, I can always count on you. Mrs. Smith, you are truly the glue that holds the school together, and I don't know what anyone would do here without you. Miss McCandless, thank you for allowing the students to love learning while also showing students that learning can be fun. Dan, thank you for being the best roommate for the last 2 years. I will forever miss the long nights talking about the stupidest things, unhinged dancing in the room, and moments on the baseball field that we'll never forget. Also, unfortunately, you were right. The Celtics absolutely own the Sixers. I know I'll be getting texts every time a team from New England plays a team from Philly, and I'm really gonna miss talking about, Eagles versus Patriots with you, especially at the start of next year. Tanner, thank you for being a great leader and captain by my side this year, and for the funniest bus rides and van rides of my life. Ocean, right? Kai, thank you for working beside me this year. Thank you for always doing what I don't want to do and constantly reminding me that I have to work on the school meeting slides. Thank you to the Connolly family. You truly have been a second family to me. The countless times you've brought me along to family dinners, boat rides, and weekends you've let me spend at your house have made my experience at Tilton so much better. I can't thank you enough. Caitlin, thank you for pushing me out of my comfort zone and making me do things I never thought I'd be doing. I would never have the confidence I have today without you. Thank you for pushing me to be better every single day. And lastly, thank you to my family. Mom and Dad, I know the decision to send me to Tilton was one of the hardest decisions you've had to make. Fun fact, I actually saw my mom crying for the first time when she decided to send me to Tilton. My life would never have been the same without that decision. Dad, thank you for being the positive influence I need in my life. I may make it seem easy sometimes, with quick phone calls to talk about life or text messages about how much we hate Ben Simmons always motivate me to wake up every day. Also, thank you for spending your time and money to watch me play baseball any chance you get. Mom, thank you for always making sure I'm on top of my work. It's pretty annoying waking up to a text telling me when my next doctor appointment is or that I should buy a specific medicine for my allergies, but I would probably be lost without you. Oh, and thank you for literally screaming your head off at all my baseball games. You and Dad have been and will always be my biggest supporters for life. Okay, that's it for the thank yous. I know it was a lot, but at least it wasn't as many as Kai. Stop worrying about your past. I know it's not easy, but stop. In baseball, we say flush it. It means stop worrying about your mistake and get ready for the next play. Ted Lasso says, be a goldfish. Yeah, it might be pretty funny when it comes out of his mouth or Mr. Ruggles' mouth, but the meaning is significant. Goldfish have short-term memory loss. They forget what happens quickly after it happens. Being a goldfish doesn't only apply to sports. It applies to life. Learning from your mistakes is an important life skill, but failing to change those mistakes does nothing. If all you're worrying about is what you've done in your past and not focusing on what you do to change it, you'll never accomplish anything. When thinking about your past and not doing anything to change it, you make the same mistakes over and over again and fall into a habit, which turns into something that's naturally. I find myself looking at my past and regretting my actions, but not changing anything very often. One thing I think about a lot is my relationship with my brother. My brother Ben and I were inseparable, and I felt like we were going to be best friends for the rest of my life. One day, I actually told my mom, me and my brother Ben are going to get married in Kiowa. Obviously, I didn't understand the idea of being married at the time, but it gives you a little insight of how close Ben and I were. Like all brothers, we would fight, have disagreements. He would always grab my wrist because that's what he did to get back at me for hitting him. But we always made up for the fights. As we grew up, my brother and I also grew apart. He wanted to skateboard and work, and I wanted to play baseball and hang out with my friends. I know it's not a bad thing to not be best friends with your brother, but Ben and I didn't just grow apart. We completely separated, and now we aren't part of each other's lives. Ben and I have little to no relationship now. I'm rarely at home, and when I am, I might see him once a week. And if I do, it's one of us quickly saying hi and then continuing what we're doing. I always find myself wishing I still had the best friend relationship with my brother, but never doing anything to change it. I often think that I let it go too far and there's nothing I can do to change our relationship. But having that mindset is exactly what I've been trying to avoid. One of the recent steps I took to rebuild my relationship with my brother was reaching out to him to see if he wanted to come to graduation. Although he couldn't make it, I want to commit to working to create a better relationship with my brother by reminding myself to live in the present moment for the rest of my life. Take a moment and think to yourself about what living in the present moment could do for you. Most of us are living away from home and, therefore, sometimes struggle to think about the old friendships we've made. When you all move on to college, I ask one thing: live in the present and don't forget about the connections you've made. For me, failure to live in the present lost my relationship with my brother. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't look back at the great memories you've had. Those will always be the stories being told around the campfire or sentimental moments you'll share with a friend. But never forget to be present. Looking back on the past and regretting what you've done without doing anything to change it will never help. Live in the present moment, and above all else, be a goldfish. Thank you.
It's my pleasure to welcome the student-elected faculty speaker to the stage. Well, actually, you're already here. Ms. Smith joined our community in 2016 and has served many roles such as mathematics teacher, coach, advisor, grade level program coordinator, dorm parent, and dorm head. Not only is Mrs. Smith known for her great baking skills, she is one I know is my favorite is her brownies. She is best known for going out of her way for every student on this campus. And most importantly, one of the extraordinary leadership roles that she has held has been with the Student Government Association. It is incredible to be her colleague, and I'm so proud that the class has selected her this year to the podium as she congratulates the class of 2023. Please give her a warm welcome.
Good morning, families, guests, colleagues, students, and especially class of 2023. Seniors, I am incredibly honored to have been chosen as your speaker and I'm excited to impart one last lesson to you. Before I begin though, I want you to take a moment to look out and find your family in the audience. As much as this day is about you, it is also about them. Many of you know I am the mom of 3 young children, and Harper, my oldest, will turn 5 this summer and start kindergarten in the fall. Those 5 years have flashed by in the blink of an eye. So seniors, when the ceremony is over, as much as you may want to rush to celebrate with your friends, make sure you take a moment to give your family members a big hug and thank them for all of their love and support. We read a lot of books at my house. Stories about a bear who cooks donuts for her friends before winter begins, a mouse who slays a dragon using a story, a hiking Viking who saves his clan using the beauty of his homeland, and a dog who overcomes his fear of the lobsters in the ocean so that he can save his beloved Stuffy before it floats out to sea. The pictures are mesmerizing, and the words draw you further in to transport you to another time and place. For a young child, it may just be a story, but from a parent's perspective, it's impossible to not see the messages hidden among the pages. Whether it's about bravery, creativity, being true to yourself, or the importance of being kind to others, there is almost always something to get out of the story beyond the actual words being read. Oftentimes, when we're reading a book, I find myself thinking about how the message relates to a conversation I've had with an advisee, a resident in my dorm, or the students in my classes. Jabari Jumps is the story of a young boy who goes to the community pool with his father and younger sister. Having just passed his swimming test, Jabari's decided that today is the day he is going to climb to the top of the diving board and jump into the pool. Enthusiasm abounds, but when the moment comes to start climbing the ladder, fear takes over. Rather than pressuring his son, the father validates Jabari's emotions, and they have a conversation about what it's like to try new things and to accept the feelings without letting them overpower you. There are so many messages from this book, but one of the biggest for me is about the power of being in the moment with another person, showing them you are truly listening and paying attention to the words they are saying and the feelings they are sharing. I'm hoping that those of you that have been through 9th grade seminar are seeing where I'm going with this. Actively listening to another person by validating what they've said and digging deeper to get to the heart of the matter is a vital skill for living in a world with other people. It is so easy to get bogged down in our technology or be thinking about what comes next that we don't truly listen to what another person is saying. I myself can easily slip into the fast-paced nature of life and the need to check things off of my ever-growing to-do list. Someone who epitomizes the ability to actively listen in my life is Miss Yerlink. She has the innate ability to make you feel like you are the only person that matters at that moment. She makes it clear that she cares deeply about how you are doing and actively works to help you get to the place where you can identify what you want and need. She brings clarity to situations that are so emotionally or mentally confusing and somehow makes it so that you always feel better at the end of the conversation than you did at the start. If you've ever had a conversation with Miss Yerlink, I'm sure you know exactly the feeling I'm describing, one of knowing you are in a supportive and safe space. Seniors, as you forge relationships in your new community next year, I urge you to think hard about the type of friend you want to be and the ones you want to have around you. Make the effort to truly listen to others, show them you care, and build a support system for yourself that validates you and your feelings. Stella Keeps the Sun Up is the story of a 5-year-old girl who tries everything she can think of to prevent the night from coming. Sleeping is just so boring compared to all of the adventures and fun she can have during the day. Stella and her imaginary friend hatch many plans for how they can keep the sun in the sky, from trying to deliver it a cup of coffee to throwing a party. Stella's imagination and willingness to try shows readers what it means to live life to the fullest. This message is the same one that Mr. Ruggles shared with us last year when he stood at this very podium and encouraged us to be 5 again, fearless, inquisitive, valiant, and excited. I see this daily in Harper, her willingness to try anything and everything, enthusiastically shouting with joy when she learns something new or has an idea. Each day is an opportunity for her to grow, and her enthusiasm is contagious. I hope that each of you will take a moment to think about what life was like before you were a young child, or when you were a young child, unencumbered by the stress of grades, the big decisions you need to make, or the societal pressures that come from social media. Make time to pursue your passion and look for moments of levity in your life. The students know what this is. I hope, as long as they were paying attention at school meeting back in April. No? No? If you're a family member, just ask them about a lovely, entertaining speaker we had back in April. It was loads of fun. Here we go. In Ada Twist and the Disappearing Dogs, Ada and her friends must work together to figure out what is happening to the dogs in their town. While her friends are quick to jump to conclusions, Ada knows that what will work best is to gather all of the information first. She begins by identifying what she already knows about the situation and then compiles a list of what she needs to figure out. Ada's meticulous approach helps her piece together the clues and find the missing pets. For me, organization is at the heart of this story. Organizing information, time, ideas, and so much more. Perhaps this is because being organized is something that plays a heavy role in my life. I find comfort in knowing what comes next and feeling confident that I'm prepared to tackle it head on. Earlier this spring, I spent an afternoon with the seniors talking about how to live a happier life, and part of that lesson focused on how we use our time. I shared with them some advice I received when I headed off to college many years ago, the 8-8-8 rule. In a day, they should spend 8 hours on schoolwork, 8 hours sleeping, and 8 hours doing things that will sustain them, like quality time with friends, pursuing a passion, getting exercise, and of course, eating. Seniors, think about how you organize your life next year. Find time for the things that will bring you happiness, but make sure you are also making the time to find success in your courses. Use the resources available to you, find a quiet place other than your dorm room to study, and don't procrastinate like so many of you did with your legacy projects. Looking at you, Joey O'Brien, wherever you are. All right, seniors, it's almost time for you to cross the stage, receive your diploma, and head off from the hill. The next time you pick up a book, look for the message beyond the words. It might just help you discover the importance of building a support system of people who truly listen to you. How enthusiastically approaching life can lead to a happier one, or why being organized can make life so much easier. If you're looking for a good picture book, I'm happy to lend you one. Class of 2023, congratulations on your many accomplishments, individually and as a class. I am proud of you. Thank you.
Before we award the diplomas, I'm honored to announce a special faculty honor. As all of you know, the commitment to educating teenagers at a boarding school is a tremendous one. You have to possess a multitude of skills, as our duties and areas of influence have no bounds. In addition to the skills, you have to have endurance, fortitude, and a healthy sense of humor. You have to have a seriousness of purpose, but not too serious. Tilton is fortunate to have the tradition of both attracting outstanding educators and producing them. A member of our faculty and staff, Dean Gordon Jeffries, set a standard for a dual role of supporting students and colleagues. Dean Jeffries served Tilton School from 1952 to 1983, 31 years that indelibly shaped the life of our school and our people. In 1986, an award was created in his honor and what has been bestowed sporadically throughout the years. Dr. Stephen Weiss, class of 1961, took forth a leadership role with Tilton School and is now honored an annual award at graduation for a faculty member to receive this award. The Jeffrey Weiss Award is an excellence in teaching that recognizes a faculty member who demonstrates a commitment to education and the well-being of Tilton students and their colleagues. This prize is awarded yearly in honor of Dr. Stephen Weiss, who is now a member of our Board of Trustees and class of 1961. It is intended to memorialize Dean Jeffries, whose service to Tilton was personally significant for Dr. Weiss during his school time here at Tilton. His gift commends Tilton for its outstanding academic preparation, for his successes in pursuing higher levels of education. Through the generosity of Mr. Weiss, this award includes a $5,000 prize, $2,500 is a cash award to the recipient, and $2,500 is earmarked for a professional development experience of the awardee's choice. I'm honored to announce that this year's recipient of the Jeffries Weiss Award goes to Elizabeth Renaud. Congratulations, Elizabeth. We love you. I've never seen you more surprised in your life than this moment. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. I would like to ask Mrs. McCandless and Mr. John Shaughnessy to assist me with the awarding of diplomas.
Okay. Good morning. It is an absolute honor to be able to say your names as you come up on the stage to receive your diploma. Thank you so much for being letting me be a part of your time here at Tilton, and I will remember you fondly. Okay, Jake, are you ready? Yeah. Okay. Jacob Samuel Anderson.
Go, Jake.
Bo Owl. Benjamin Robert Ashton. Samantha Bongdan Babbitt. Jack Hoover Balser. Sarah Yoonghee Blankstein is in absentia. Quinn Brennan Booth. Colby Michael Boast.
That's my brother!
Finn Michael Boyle. Daniel Patrick Brandt. Sophia Rose Brea. Maisie Elizabeth Burt.
Yeah, Maisie. Yeah, Bernie. Yeah, Bertie.
Chen Zuchi Morgan. Jack Austin Christos. Paige Davidine Colburn. Sophia K. Kondo Demitraki.
All right, Sophia!
Caitlin Michelle Connolly. Tanner Richard Crowley.
Yes, sir!
Jack Tanner Curley. Dang Zaji. Grace Marie D'Amatos.
Madison Dolpe. Aiden Felix Drez. Anne Valerie Hutton Dunlop.
Yeah, banana.
Maya Madeline Earl. James Livingston Fagan. Jasmine Rain Filter. Nicholas Chase Fontaine. Ashlyn Mary Gibson. Abigail Clark Gilbert. Derek William Greer. Noah Guglielmo. Yede Wilhelm Haru. Takahashi. Evelyn Rose Irizarry. Roko Yarosevich. Roko Anton Gagal. Sophia Catherine King. Jalen Richard Kirkland. Keegan James Knight. Conley Kristen Ladabouche. Ashley Noemi Lafon Sanchez. Rashwan Virgil. Abigail Lou Lopatovsky.
Clara Florence McDowell. Emma Marie Markwick.
Yeah, Canada.
Samuel James Mattis. Shay Allen Mercer. Joseph William O'Brien. Jack Durgan O'Hanley. Braden Samuel O'Hara. Liam Joseph O'Neill. Brennan A. Pecoraro. Charlotte J. Philippi. Marissa Lauren Ritter. Aiden Roy. Aiden Robert Rupa. Kate Shapiro.
That beauty.
Madison Francis Stephen. Logan Daniel Stroud. Tyson James Sylvia. Now Tenchi Gary. Sarah Jessica Thibault.
children. Alexander Andrew Walsh. Wang Yunjung. Timo Wexler. Congratulations to you all, Ms. Saunders.
Trustees, faculty, staff, and families, I now present you the class of 2023. Before I ask Ms. Love to come forward, I want to let you know that the trustees and faculty will recess first, followed by our newest alumni, as in Tilton's tradition. Our faculty will line up and congratulate our seniors individually. I ask you to respect this final moment as we have with our loved ones to congratulate our graduates. Now for the closing.
To the class of 2023, may you see this as a celebration not of the moment, but of you and all you are, have been, and will become. May you always see yourself as worthy of celebration, and may you seek to find others worthy as well. May the quality of the relationships you have formed here on the Hill bolster you in moments of doubt. In our eyes, may you see that you are capable, you are resilient, you are accomplished, and you are loved. May you remain forever Tilton true.